What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BREW-BRG. My name is Corey, also known as that TCG Guy. We're here with Bert from the pod MTG, and we are building Light Paws Soul Awakener. There it is. Couldn't think of the full name here. She's right here. Boom, there it is. This was a super fun build. It's one of the new Precon face commanders from March of the Machines that is coming out, I guess, today, as you're watching this video on April 21st. There it is. I can know dates. I know dates. I can remember dates usually, especially when they're in the corner of the screen I'm looking at. It's great. So yeah, we hung out, we built this deck. It was a super fun build. Bert is an amazing deck builder. Really fun to get into his head, especially knowing that he is one of the people who does the Precon upgrade guides over on EDH Rec. So I'm gonna make sure to link all of Bert's stuff down in the description below. Make sure you go give him a follow, check out all his stuff, and you can also get inside of Bert's head, I guess, by going onto his social medias. Sure. Anyway, let's get to the deck. Let's do it. Let's go to the deck build. Let's go hear from Bert. Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BREW-BRG. I'm hanging out here with my buddy Bert from the pod MTG. How you doing, Bert?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. First of all, thank you so much for joining me today. Today being Sunday, and doing the live deck build. I really appreciate it. Also, I guess not also, but let everyone know who you are. Say hello. Let the people know what you do, who you are in the Magic community, and where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. I am Bert, aka the Pod MTG. I am 1/3 of the Scrap Trawlers, and right where I do the Precon primers and Precon upgrade guides. Just a normal guy who likes EDH, just like the rest of y'all.
Awesome.
You can find me twitch.tv/thepodmtg or on Twitter @thepodmtg.
Sweet. I'm going to put all of Bert's links in the description, so make sure you go and check those out. Give him a follow, do all that stuff that you do on like YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and all that stuff. So, all right, Bert, what do we do here today? Who do we build?
So we built Bright Palm Soul Awakener. I try not to call them Light Paws.
Dude, I've been calling them Light Paws all night.
It's so easy too, but Bright Palm is our first Naya commander that cares about +1/+1 counters wholly and truly. So I thought it was sweet, and so I just wanted to get that brew in with you.
Sweet. All right, and so for those of you who don't know, Bright Palm Soul Awakener is a 4/3 legendary creature, a fox shaman for 1 red, green, and white, so 1 in Naya. And it has backup 1. So backup reads, when this creature enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. If that is another creature, it gains the following ability till end of turn. And in this case, the ability is, whenever this creature attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on target creature. That creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. And for those of you who are like me, who thought, oh, this only happens one time, that's dumb. Bright Palms has that ability always. That's just Bright Palm's static ability. I thought he just gave it one time and then that was it. But apparently that's not right. So it's pretty bonkers. It's pretty busted. It's a really fun card. And this is the face commander from the Naya Precon for March of the Machines. So readily available. You can get your hands on it pretty easily, I would assume, if you want to end up building this yourself. But that being said, why did we go with Bright Palms? What was the reasoning for bringing this one to the table?
It's always exciting to see a commander that hasn't had that space before, so when you see Naya counters, you're just what? You could have made your own Naya counters commander to do it. So I just figured we would go ahead and get in at the ground level of this before people realize what they have right here.
Hell yeah. And the cool thing with this is I noticed that we didn't just take the Precon and dismantle it. We kind of built from the ground up with it. Which is good. So, if you're looking for a tweaked version of this might not be the list for you if you're looking for a tweaked version of the Precon. But if you're looking for, from the ground floor up, there are definitely cards from the Precon in here. But it's not like an upgrade or anything like that. This is its own deck,
from
which
scratch.
is cool. Awesome. So that being said, what is the way that this deck wants to win? What's the strategy going into this? Obviously it's +1/+1 counters, but is that all we're doing? Or is there a sub theme? What do we got?
So we're +1 counters with the subsystem of like it seemed like attack triggers when we were building it, which I was interested to see because I didn't know that there were so many just on attack triggers, but we ended up putting Wolfguard in the deck just because we had so many attack triggers that we want to get value out of. The main one being Bright Palm himself. So yeah, we're just gonna attack our opponents to get that life total down.
So it's basically Gruul Stompy with some like white backup.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's an archetype that works. So, yeah, there's a lot of attack triggers. There's a lot of like double attack steps I've noticed that we put in here.
Yeah.
And then yeah, all that melded with the 1/1 counters. Like we're gonna have some beefy creatures swinging in at people that have trample in some way or buffed by 1/1 counters, things like that. So there's a lot of fun, synergies here. All right, cool. So a pretty straightforward strategy as far as just you're not trying to win through a combo, you're not trying to win through any fancy shenanigans. You're just
trying to get in that red zone,
piling creatures on, getting some counters, doubling counters, extra combat steps. Creatures smash face, basically. Awesome. All right, cool. So if you had to pick, let's say like 5 cards that encapsulate what this deck is, like it doesn't have to be good cards, they don't have to be super synergistic unless you want them to be, whatever. But if someone came to you and they're like, Bert, I love this deck is great, give me 5 cards that tell me what this deck is.
So probably the first is going to be like Managorger Hydra, just because it is the perfect example of what this deck wants to do. It starts out small, you're gonna play it and your opponent's gonna be like, oh, okay. And then on turn 10, your opponent's gonna be like, oh my god, this Managorger Hydra is killing me. Like it has like 40 counters on you do that. And then yeah, Managorger Hydra is definitely where we're starting out of it. And then we're gonna go into stuff like Elder Gargaroth, which is a powerful creature in its own right. But we wanna make that even stronger with Bright Palm's backup ability. So if you put backup on that and then target it with the double, double, get your 4+1/+1 counters on there, it's gonna be a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
And it already has the relevant abilities,
It's got
stuff
card
like
draw,
that.
Life gain, creature token generation.
Yeah, all the keywords that you could ever hope to have on a creature.
Yep. And then with those double attack steps too, you get a second instance of it, which is great.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go into like Colonial Hydra, where our creatures are already gonna be getting big, but Colonial Hydra is gonna make them bigger. And then other than Colonial Hydra, we have one of our pet cards, which is Primeval Bounty, which is a 6-mana enchantment, but it does everything you want it to do. Once we cast a creature, make a beast. We cast a non-creature, buff up one of our dudes. We play a land, we gain some life. Like it has a mobile for everything.
I didn't even know what this card was until today. I don't think I've ever read this card before.
Man, this card is sweet. You get it out and people are just like, okay, whatever, and then next thing you cast spells off of it, and, okay, we gotta get rid of it. You can't let you get any more. Like you cast a creature and they're like, you get a dude, and then you cast a non-creature and then they're just like, okay, that beast that you just got is now 6/6. Like what is happening?
And then they just panic, and then it's panic mode.
Just panic mode.
Nice.
And then one more card is definitely Uncivil Unrest, which is a new card. I'm very excited to play it, but it is a red card that cares about +1 counters, which we don't really see, but non-token creatures have Riot, which is reminiscent of Rhythm of the Wild.
Yep.
But here, if a creature with a +1 counter on it would deal damage, it deals double that damage instead. And so we're already doubling the counters on our creatures, so we're definitely gonna want to double that damage instead as well.
Yep.
So we can get in there.
Man, this deck is scary. I said earlier I wanted to play against it. I don't know if I want to play against it anymore.
You helped build this monster.
I did. I have to play against it. I feel like that's gonna be like the next step of what this is like I have to play against whatever I help them build. Like if I'm not willing to like to
Just have
take
the
it.
BREW-BRG pod.
Yeah, right. I think I should. I already have. I have enough folks from this to start at least a few. Awesome, man. All right, cool. Well, is there any final things about the deck that you want to kind of highlight? Anything you want people to know about it that, you know, may not be really obvious? Like, is there any hidden strategies, or are we basically just 1/1 counters, swing in, beat face?
This one is very just on the nose of just get in there red zone. And I think sometimes you just need a deck like that.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a deck you can play after 10 p.m.
Oh,
Some
so
decks you
they're
can't,
perfect for my pods. Great.
right?
I love it.
Some decks you can't play after 10 p.m. because they have too many triggers and stuff
Yep.
like that. But this one is definitely one you're going to be able to play after 10.
Awesome. It looks super fun. I'm excited to get a game in with it, definitely. And yeah, awesome. All right, man. Well, I think that's all we got here for this one. If you want to check out the full deck list, I will put the Moxfield link in the description down below, so you can take a look at it. If you want to build it yourself, you can, you know, take a look and do that. Bert, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. This was super fun. Before you go, again, you want to let everybody know who you are and where they can find you?
Yeah, appreciate you for having me again. But again, I am Bert, aka the Pod MTG, also one third of Scrap Trawlers. Just check us out at Scrap Trawlers Twitch channel and YouTube channel, as well as my personal Twitch channel, which is the Pod MTG. So
Nice.
hopefully to hear from y'all soon.
Definitely. All right. And again, I'm going to put all of Bert's links in the description below. So go give him a follow, let him know where you came from, and show him some love. And again, you want to check out the deck list, you can check it out on Moxfield and the link down there. Give me a follow on Moxfield. I have all the BREW-BRG decks that I've worked with other folks up there. I also have my own personal decks on there, so you can take a look at those. And yeah, that's all I got for you here. I'm going to pass it back over to myself for the outro, and we'll catch you on the next BREW-BRG. See you later. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed building it. It was a super fun deck to put together. It's not something that's normally in my wheelhouse. I'm not a big Naya player. I do play dinosaurs, but you know, typical Naya stuff isn't really something I'm used to. So this was super fun to put together. And like I said, it was awesome to get inside of Bert's head and kind of see where he goes with his deck building process. So super fun. It was a blast. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, if you haven't already considered subscribing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 300. We're almost there. If we get to 300, I can try to put these things up on EDH Rec. I can reach out to them finally and be like, come back, let's work, let's do this. Anyway, that would be awesome. Also, I'm sure you're aware, I also have a Patreon. I have 2 tiers, a $1 tier and a $5 tier. The $1 tier gets you a thank you in every single one of these videos, which you'll see right after this. And the $5 tier, whenever I do stickers or any sort of merchandise besides like shirts and stuff like that, I'll send you one of them for being a $5 patron. We've done card sleeves, the custom card sleeves. We do stickers, anything, any little trinkets and doodads you can get your grubby little mitts on. I'll send it to you for being a $5 tier patron. Thank you. And to all the people who are already patrons, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do, all your contributions. They go directly into, you know, the supplies, the stuff, and you know, making this channel hopefully as good as it is for you. So thank you so much for that. I'm rambling. Let's get out of here. Thank you for watching. Go follow Bert. Click all of his links in the description below. I'll see you next time. Pinfinity stuff down there. I'm also an affiliate with them. 20% off your order if you go do anything on Pinfinity. Really cool stuff. We just did a giveaway for some D&D pins. They're great. Go check them out as well. All right, we're gone. Goodbye. See you later. This has been. Now I'm. How do I end the videos? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.